Hello, and welcome to the training on the San Antonio Artist Registry. The San Antonio Artist Registry is a service provided by the City of San Antonio's Department of Arts and Culture to showcase the incredibly talented artists that live in San Antonio and the work that they create. If you are an individual artist based in San Antonio and have arrived at this training, you have come to the right place. We at the Department of Arts and Culture very much look forward to working alongside you to help promote the work that you do to organizations, businesses, individuals, meetings, conventions, you name it, so that you can be found for commissions, projects, performances, educational opportunities, and collaboration. The San Antonio Artist Registry is also the very first step in applying for a City of San Antonio Department of Arts and Culture Individual Artist Grant. If your intent is to apply for the Individual Artist Grant, then you need to complete this step in order to do so. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the training. In order to create your artist registry profile, you first go to sanantonio.gov/arts. From our home page, you can click Grants. Once you hit the Grants page, it will automatically take you to the Artist Grants tab. On that tab, you will find the Resources section. And to create your San Antonio Registry profile, you simply click here. When you get to this page, because you have not yet created an account, you will go to the bottom and you will sign up now using this link. At the sign up page, you will type in your first name, your last name, your email, the country you reside in, the zip code that you live in, a login or username. You can use your email address like I have to create your username. And you create a password, which you then type again to confirm. You click I'm not a robot, and you click the sign up button. Because I have already created an account, I'm going to go ahead and log in. And after you created all of your information on that previous page, it will take you to the welcome page of the San Antonio Artist Registry. To create your profile, you will start here with your first name, your last name, and your email address. If you are an artist that just goes by one name, you can leave the first name field blank and type in that name and the last name field. We highly recommend that on your artist profile, you have at least one way for individuals to contact you for opportunities. But if you are someone who does not want your email address to appear on your artist profile, you can click here to remove it from your artist profile page. But again, in order for people to connect with you, we do encourage you to have at least one way for people to connect with you. This goes also for your phone number. Once you type in your phone number, you can click here to make your phone number private and not appear on your artist profile page. Location information, you'll type in your address here, the county you live in, the city you live in, the state, Texas, and the zip code. Now, if this is your personal address, we find that many people do not want their personal address to appear on their artist profile page, which is very much understandable. The reason why we see artists who want to have their address appear on their artist profile page is because the artists have studios where individuals can visit to see artwork on display. But sometimes even then, artists will say, well, I'd rather someone just contact me via email or phone number, and then I can give them the arrangements to get to my gallery or my studio. Here on the website, blog, social media links, and beyond, every section beyond this is really where you can make your profile as robust as possible, which is what we really encourage you to do. If you think about it, if the top part here basically just says who you are, but this bottom section really talks about what you do, what you create, the kind of art that you perform, develop, and promote. So again, this is really where the sky is the limit when it comes to promoting what you do. So if you have a website, you can enter your website into this section. Your Instagram. If you have a Pinterest, you can provide that URL. If you have a LinkedIn, there's an opportunity for you to promote that. Your blog, Twitter, and of course, Facebook. Now here, this drills into the artist type. And when I showcase what an artist profile looks like when we're done at the end of this training, you'll see why these categories are very important. These categories are how people can sort the type of artist that they're looking for, and your name, if you do select these categories and the category that they're searching for, will pop up. So for instance, if an end user comes in and says, you know what, I'm looking for visual artists in San Antonio who are photographers, then that means because you selected those specific checkboxes, they can find you. Of course, we encourage you to only select the artist type that do apply to you and your work. So for this purpose, I'll keep this as visual arts photographer. Perhaps I'm also a painter, and I work in media arts as a filmmaker, and a performer, musician. Now, if there is an artist type that you do not see, you can type in this text box the type of artist that you are. Now we get down to artist styles. Again, this is additional ways for people to find you and your work. So I selected at the top there, I selected performing arts musician. So let's see, I have music here, and I do experimental and ambient music. And I selected visual art, and I'll say, I think I selected painter, so I'll do experimental, contemporary, documentary. And this is a special section as well. If you are an artist with teaching experience or instructing experience, you certainly want to click this, because if somebody's looking for private lessons, if they're looking for guest speakers, you can be found through this way. You'll also see here that artist style covers culturally specific art. So if you create African American, Black art, Native American art, perhaps Latino, Latina art, you certainly want to click this if anybody is looking for artists that specialize in that culturally specific category. Now, if there's an artist type that is not listed above, again, we have a text box here where you can type in the type of artist that you are. And then finally, artist medium. Please note that this category is more for visual artists. As you can see, the type of mediums that are displayed here. And so I'll say, because I did select the visual arts category, that I do collage and acrylic. Again, if there's a type of medium that is not listed above, please do feel free to type that in here. Now, for the bio statement, this is where you tell people who are searching our artist registry who you are. This is an opportunity for you to do more of an executive summary of you and the work you do, so that when someone is browsing the listings, they can quickly get a glimpse of who you are as an artist. There's additional information which we'll go through, which you can dive deeper with your resume, artist work samples, but here is where you have a short bio about yourself. So for this purpose, I'll just say, I am telling more about myself here. Now the artist image category. So here you can see that primary image is highlighted, and this is an image that is required. This is the image that's going to appear on your profile, so that when someone browses the profile without doing any kind of search function, they can see your work that you do very easily. This section here in the primary image, we very much encourage you to showcase the work that you do. This would mean if you have a photo or image of your work, if you're a visual artist, say if you're a sculptor and you have an image of your sculpture, if you have a painting or a photograph, this is where you can upload an image of that here. Let's say you're a literary artist and you have a book that has been published. The illustration or the book cover, an image of that could go here, or perhaps there's an image of you performing a reading or a reading of poetry. This is where that image could go. If you're a performance artist, we very much encourage an image of you performing. If by chance you do not have an image of a piece of the art that you've created or an image of your performance, then you can certainly add a headshot, but this is an area where you really want to showcase the work that you do, and it is a required area. So for this purpose, I will upload my artwork here. And you have to make sure that you have the copyright to use this image, which I do here. And then if your image is just a little bit too big, which this one is, just because it has some edges here, you can crop your image just by selecting the area, selecting crop, and it'll resize your image. Now you're not done here if you have additional images. Say, well, I have more images of artwork. You can go up here to gallery, and you can upload additional files of your artwork or your performances. So I will add additional images of my artwork, and you can enter captions. If you have, if your artwork has a title, you can enter a caption here. I'll upload some images of my photography work. For this gallery, you can upload up to 10 images, and we'll see how this looks on the profile, but this is a scrolling image gallery that is a really wonderful way to quickly showcase the work that you do. The next category here is artist demographics. Now, please note that this demographic information in this section does not appear on your artist profile. This is an internal selection so that the Department of Arts and Culture can help diversify our artist listings as we work to promote the artist registry to artists and make sure that many artists of all demographics are represented. Again, if you prefer not to disclose, you can certainly select prefer not to disclose. Now, the culturally specific art category. This is a category that is part of your artist profile. And we encourage you, if you do have artwork and you are an artist that fits into these categories, to select this, because perhaps a curator is looking to curate a show of Latina art. We want to make sure that when they're searching our artist directory, that they can find you. Now, this resume or work samples area, this is an area that we really encourage you to showcase your resume, your CV, and if you have work samples, let's say you have images of your artwork, but you have more of an artist statement, this is where this information would go. It's more of a resume area, and there's other opportunities for videos and audios, which we're going to go to next. So we will upload, let's say, this document here, and you can describe it, say, your resume, or whatever this might be. Again, you can upload up to 10 links here. Now, at this point, we're going to update our profile. And this makes sure that the shell of your profile has been created. Great, so the update was successful. Now, we're still not done. If you really want to showcase the work you do, if you have videos and audio, and if you have events coming up. So once you've created your basic artist registry here, you can then go down to this left-hand side of the scroll bar, and you can click videos. Now, let's say you have a video of your performance. Let's say if you're a filmmaker and you have videos on Vimeo or YouTube of your work, maybe a demo reel, this is where you can add this information here. Perhaps there's an online exhibit that was streamed and you have video of that if you're a visual artist, or if you have video of your artwork or you creating your artwork, you can add that here. Now, this, as this says, it accepts URL links provided in YouTube or Vimeo share options. So you will add your video link. I'll show you how you can do that here. So let's go to the Department of Arts and Culture's YouTube page, and we'll go ahead and take, let's see, our 7 questions video. Let's take one of those. So you'll click your video on YouTube. You'll go ahead and you'll get the link here, which can be found just at the top, or you can use this share link and copy the link that's at the share button. You go ahead and copy it, and you go back to your artist page here, and you add the video link. Then you can add a video description. This is a sample. My work, 7 questions. Now, if you have additional videos you'd like to submit, all you do is you select this add video link. And you can go back to Vimeo or YouTube, back to your page, and select additional videos that you would like to share, copy the share link, and add it here. The magic number is 10, so you can add up to 10 video links just by clicking this add video link. And then you can go ahead and submit video. If you'd like to, you can select preview, and it'll show you the preview. And then you can select the submit video. And the update was successful. Now, audio. Let's say you're a musician, or perhaps you're a literary artist and you have recordings of readings. You can go ahead and add audio here. And this is where you can add audio from places like SoundCloud or Spotify. And what you will need is you will need the embed code. And so this can be found when you click a song or a recording you have and you click the share button. It will give you the option to get the embed code, and you can copy and paste the embed code here with your audio description. If you need help, you can always contact us at arts@sanantonio.gov to help walk through that process. But at this point, we do not have any examples in our organization that we can use. So we'll leave this empty right now. But if you do have embed code from those entities, you can upload it here. And again, you can upload up to 10 audio files. Finally, a key piece of your artist profile is the Events tab here. We have a robust events calendar that showcases arts and culture and culinary events throughout town. And this is a way for you to showcase the events that you're a part of on your profile, but also make sure that the event listing is linking back to your profile if you are a part of that event. So the way to do that first is you're going to want to first see if the event is already on our calendar. So here you can go ahead and click on this drop-down menu, and it'll show you all of the current and upcoming events that we already have on our calendar. So you can scroll through, or you can start to type an event name, and perhaps it'll pop up that it's already added to our events calendar. So let's say you were part of Slam the Town. You would select that event, and you could add it to your profile. And then on that event page, it would actually have your name listed where people could click your name and come over to your profile, and then vice versa. People could come to your arts profile, take a look at the events you're part of, click on the event, and find out more information. Because I'm not a part of this, I will go ahead and remove the selected event. Now, if your event is not listed in our calendar already, that's where you can go ahead and click this Major Events tab. And you will click this second button. And you can go ahead and submit a new event. And this is very much like your artist profile. You would then go through and say your event name, this is my event, the event summary, the event description. This is where you can go in more detail. Now at this section, you can select your official event website and whether your event will be held in person or virtually. So I'll select virtually, and I'll go ahead and say that my event URL is the Department of Arts and Culture's website. And then you would select the organization that is presenting. And there's a list of organizations that are already registered that present arts events. So you can select that. If you do not see the organization or business in the drop-down menu, you can add the new organization here. And it'll just be like filling out your artist profile. You would do the website, contact information, but there's many arts organizations listed here. Then a venue. Let's say it's being held at a certain venue. And I'll go ahead and say, going to be held at the Commons Gallery. You can also add a new venue if the venue is not listed. Now there's a primary category type. If the event is culture and heritage, if it's holiday arts, music, I'll click music for this. And then you can do a secondary category. Let's say this is a class and workshop that's going to be held while also being an exhibition. You can select as many as you want, and it's online streaming, of course. Tags, this is how people can find you if they're searching. So I'll say concert, add the tag, and art exhibit. You would select the start date and end date. So I'll say my event is going to happen on the 22nd of March. It's going to end on that date. And I'll say the date here. Oh, the day of the week is Monday. I'll say the date. And then, of course, the start time. And end time is optional, but I'll go ahead and put 8 p.m. And then you will apply the time to all the dates you have selected. If there's any additional time information you want to have, so we will have an after party. If there's ticket information, you can put that here. And if you have ticketed information, you can put the ticket or information phone number. You can put the website where people can order via tickets. And then if there's any email address associated with ticket inquiries. Now, this is, again, where you can add images to your event. If your event has images, which we do encourage, you would select a primary image, much like your artist profile, and select the image that goes along with the event. So I'll just click one of my test images. If there's a video link, you can add that here. And then this is where I mentioned this artist that you can select. So if you have your own name that you want to connect yourself with, you can go ahead and search for that, and there I am. And I'll go ahead and add myself to that by clicking. And then finally, I would select the contact information here. So if the Department of Arts and Culture has a question, we can connect with you. And then proceed to preview. Here's the listing for your event. And you will submit. Now, what you've seen is the full capacity of the San Antonio Artist Registry, all the behind the scenes on how you create your artist profile and how you submit events to your profile. Now that you have your login and you've created your profile, you can always log back in if you need to make an update to your artist profile, say your website has changed or you have another piece of artwork that you'd like to submit. You can always come back here, update more information, say you now are diving into literary art. You can click that. You can always come back, update your profile so that your information is accurate and that people can find you and your art. This goes the same for events. If you have more events that are upcoming, you can go ahead and see if they're already on our events calendar by clicking here, make sure they're coming up, selecting them, or by creating your own event. Now let's go ahead and see what the Artist Registry, after we've done all of this, looks like on the Department of Arts and Culture site. So once we populate enough artists to make sure our San Antonio Artist Registry is robust enough to start showcasing, we will post the public-facing Artist Registry to our website. And when people click on it, they will find the listings. let's take a look at, again, of what that looks like. We already have a few artists that have registered, and you can see them here. So this is what the artist registry will look like. And you'll see this is where the profile pictures come in handy. You get a glimpse of who the artist is, and then when you scroll over, you can find that bio information, that snippet, on each of these profiles. So let's go ahead and click the one we just created. Now here you'll see, it'll say the artist's name, the type of work they do, their biography. Here's the resume we uploaded, more about the artist and the type of art they do. Here's photos, the photo gallery that people can click through and see all the photos. Video samples of video work. And then here is where people can connect with you with your email, your phone number, your website link, Facebook, Twitter, and here are the upcoming events that we're a part of. Now, when I talk about the functionality of the search, this is where if I'm someone who wants to find a specific artist, I can go ahead and look for teaching artists, instructors, of course, based in San Antonio. And I'll go ahead and search. And here are the teaching artists and instructors that are currently in the artist registry. So that is a glimpse of the San Antonio Artist Registry. And again, how you can get to the San Antonio Artist Registry is you just start by going to sanantonio.gov/art and clicking on that grants tab. I hope that this was helpful. And again, if you have any questions at all, you can reach us at arts@sanantonio.gov. Thank you so much and have a great day.